Hey guys, it's Wendy. Today I am making some turkey meatballs with orzo. This is the Greek version. I was gonna actually make something else for dinner tonight and then the day just totally got away from me. So we're just gonna go with a quick and easy weeknight meal, right? So I already have my turkey in the mixing bowl. I'm going to add 1 egg and I am going to add half a cup of breadcrumbs. And I just realized I have to empty my measuring cup. Okay, so I am making a couple of changes to this recipe. I don't like frying meatballs. I would rather bake them in the oven and not have the mess. So instead of cooking this in a 1-pot skillet, I'm just going to make the grains in my micro cooker. So check out this scoop, by the way. How cool is that, right? And this has measurement marks for all the different measurements that you need. So I'm going to use this for my half a cup of breadcrumbs to put in with my meatballs. All right, so there's my breadcrumbs. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Greek seasoning. So I have another bottle, I'm not sure. I have 2 tablespoons in here. So there's 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna add the rest of this. This is just a little bit more in the bottle because I actually have more than a pound of turkey in here. So I wanna make sure there's enough seasoning in there. All right, and that's all the ingredients that go in here. Now, I love using a stand mixer to do this because you guys know I hate sticking my hands in the chop meat. So I'm just going to put the paddle on here and then we're gonna get this going. It only needs 45 seconds to mix up my ingredients for my meatballs. So we're just going to put this on mix and we're going to drop the time down to 45 seconds. And hit start. See, that's gonna do all the work for me and get it nice and mixed without over mixing my chopped meat. Okay, so while that's going, let me add my 2 cups of water to my grains here, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to let this cook in the microwave while my meatballs are cooking in the oven. I'm using the seasoning salt. I love this because it's got all kinds of other stuff in it besides salt too. Lots of good flavor. And then there's a no boil over guard on this micro cooker, so I'm just going to put that on top and that will keep my rice from overflowing in the microwave. And then we're just gonna get this going, and this is going to cook while the meatballs cook, and they're both on a timer and I don't have to watch them. And I usually put this on for 5 minutes on high so I get it boiling, and then 10 minutes on 50%. So that way it's not boiling over, it's not overcooking, and then it'll sit there for a while or absorb the rest of the water, and then it'll be ready by the time my meatballs are done. Okay, so we'll get that going. Let's check out what our meatballs look like. And these are perfect, and I did not have to stick my hands in the chopped meat. That makes me so happy. Okay, so here's my chopped meat. And then we are going to just move the mixer to the side, and I am going to use my scoop, and all my meatballs will go right on this stone bar pan. And I'm just going to take 1 scoopful at a time, put them on the bar pan, and then I don't have to really stick my hands in there. And then these bake in the oven at 400 degrees, and they take maybe about half an hour, 40 minutes. I do bake them until they get nice and brown. I like them well done. So you don't have to really spread these out. These could be right on top of each other. And then in addition to this, I'm just going to make some broccoli. So there is, if you make it on the stovetop, you could add spinach to the orzo if you want to. You can, you know, do whatever vegetables that you like in there. You could do some peppers and onions, or you could keep it very Mediterranean and do more of like a hummus with cucumbers and olives and that sort of thing. So just giving you some suggestions just to keep dinner interesting. And if you want the recipe, let me know. Like I said, it was originally written to be a skillet recipe, but you know, you're more than welcome to try it the way that it is. All right, so I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll take some pictures when this is done so you can see.